Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Lightsoutco pod, episode number 13 of season 2. I am here today with my co-host,
Matt.
And we have a very special guest, a member of Lights Out Collective, and he's been MIA for a bit, but back here today, Mr. Isiah Boland.
Yes, sir. Good to have me. I'm glad to be here.
For sure, yeah.
It's good to have you, for sure.
We are
It's
excited.
been a while.
Yeah, we've been talking about this for a long time. Me and Matt trying to plan this out, just align the schedules to work out, and we finally did that. So we're just ready to talk today and go into that. So, Isiah, I do want to start with just asking you, like, I know you've been busy this past year. What's been going on in the life?
I recently moved out to the Lynn-Salem area with my girlfriend. That's been...
She's off camera, so
shout
out to
Veronica.
Yes.
That's been a pretty cool experience, living on your own, especially with, someone you love and, best friend. That's definitely a good time. It's, great coming home to her every day. Mostly I moved out there for school. So just trying to get my degree now. A major
just the four-year degree.
4-year degree, trying to get a communications degree with advertising concentration.
Mm-hmm.
That's really what's going on.
And I think we talked about, like, you texted me because you listened to the podcast with Kayla, right?
Yep.
And just want to quickly give a shout out to Kayla. She got
shout out
engaged
Kayla.
yesterday.
Congratulations,
to Kayla. I know you watch the pods sometimes. I don't keep you.
I don't know about last week.
Yeah, I don't know about last week. I don't think she did. I asked her. I was like, "Did you watch the pod?" She was like, "Nah." And I was like, "Good, don't watch it."
She was busy. She was busy.
A little upset about that, but basically, Kayla she explained her job on the podcast, and when Isiah was listening, he texted me and he said, "Oh, that's exactly what I want to do." So, Isiah, I didn't know that was exactly what you want to do. Talk more about, like, the goal through the communications degree and stuff like that.
Yeah, I know Kayla is in the marketing field. That's definitely a field I'm trying to get into. That's hopefully going to talk to my advisor next week, and if it doesn't add too much time to my degrry, then I'll add that as a minor. But I started taking marketing classes when I was at Bunker Hill, and I really loved it. I was really good at the projects. I was someone a lot of the classmates turned to, so that made me feel, confident and good about myself, that I was doing something right. And it's just a field I've really enjoyed, and it's obviously like a pretty important field to most businesses, and even social media for smaller brands. And like the biggest thing when it comes to marketing is really finding like one specific field to focus on, and that's something I haven't found yet. Whether I want to do like social media marketing, brand building marketing, or things along those lines. And whether I want to be like a freelancer or work for a company, I'm currently working for a company I really do enjoy working for, and they've let me dabble in some of the marketing stuff currently.
Nice.
I've run some analytics for them, stuff like that, shoot some videos. So it's been a great experience, and I really enjoy doing that. So it's something I could see myself doing for the foreseeable future.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And that's cool that your job kind of gives you like that kind of freedom to like challenge you in those aspects. That's kind of what my current job does now, and I love that shit. Like, it just motivates you to work. So happy to hear about that. That's really cool, because it's a long way from auto tech Isiah. For sure, bro.
Like, definitely chose the wrong trade.
Yeah, dude, so did I, bro. How are you supposed to know at 13 years old what you're supposed to do?
Literally.
Like, that was
in college.
That was the most stressful part about it.
Yeah.
So,
hey, if I chose plumbing, I would have been a plumber. The way they make their money.
Yeah, no, for real, they make good money out there. Right. Yeah. So, Matt,
networking through the Lights Out pod, though, huh? How about that?
What?
Networking.
Yeah.
Getting the networking going.
Yeah, that's how it goes.
One guest. Now we have Isiah as our guest.
I do have to ask, because Isiah, you watch us pretty often. You were in the comments, pretty early on when we were starting these podcasts. Yeah, no, we love the support, and I always look out for it and stuff like that. So appreciate that. I just want to ask you from a audience perspective, like the podcast, like you enjoy the podcast and stuff like that, and you see it like it's come full circle. Now you're a guest on it. So how does it kind of like feel?
Yeah, no, I mean, I'd enjoy watching it. Like, it's something I'll either, watch on my commute to work or home from work, or like, if I'm doing some chores around the house or something, I'll have it, out or in my pocket, just listening to it. And, it's great to hear you guys' voices. Like, I know we've been talking about doing this kind of stuff for a couple of years now, and, it's nice to see you guys just, snowball effect. It starts small and eventually it'll, hopefully it gets bigger. But no, I mean, it's, it's always a fun listen. I mean, depending on the guest, you never really know what you're going to get.
Absolutely. When Nate's on, you're just going to get a lot of energy for sure.
You sure know you're getting energy from Nate. But yeah, no, I mean, it's definitely been something fun to watch. I see like little things you guys have been changing, little improvements you've done from like editing purposes or topic conversations. And, it's nice you guys stay pretty consistent with like, a couple different topics a week. Like I know, men's mental health is like a big thing on here. It's nice you guys let your, guests normally kick off the podcast. Like, kind of like you just asked me, like, what's up, what have you been up to? And then, like, I love that little, like, did you blow in from Idiot Town thing?
Yeah, we made that on the fly, and we love that.
And the hypothetical questions, like, those are always fun. And it's just a good way to have, like, the comments get, some engagement and stuff.
Right,
so,
yeah. Because that's what you want. You want to start a conversation with
the
people
interactive.
that follow you.
Yeah, and I mean, the way, like, algorithms work is, like, the more engagement you get, the more it'll get pushed and so on and so forth. So
and that's something we're still trying to learn, like, as we go. Like engagement, stuff like that. What's the best route to kind of?
He's studying that stuff right now.
I was going to say how to snag an audience.
I mean, unfortunately, with the way the internet works, it's like genuine people don't get the best engagement online.
Absolutely.
So and obviously you don't want to be fake.
No.
So, it's tough, but, a lot of the times if you just stick with something you love, like whether or not it blows up, whether or not, you get a huge audience, like at least you'll have a core audience that, appreciates you, respects you, and looks forward to you.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, I appreciate those words.
It's not an overnight process.
It's not an overnight. And I think me and Matt, more than anything, we just enjoy like, honestly, just doing this every week. Like we don't get paid for it because we just want to do this and see how it goes. We enjoy hearing people's thoughts, hearing people's conversation. That's just how it goes. So
getting it out there.
Appreciate that.
For the people who do watch, maybe they can get something from either us or from the guests, which has been the case a few times. We've got a few DMs and stuff from people from the gym or from other people that we know, and like, hey, like keep up the good work. Like So awesome. It's definitely reassuring.
Yeah, it's come a long way, and like you got that text from me back in 2020 where I was like, yo, let's just take a chance on this shit. Like, come on. So like that my passion runs deep in just you being a part of the support and just everything means so much, honestly.
Even from like an hour away.
It's still.
I was going to say, obviously, like, there's some distance between us, so I can't be here in person all the time, but, like, anything I can do to help, whether it's a like, a comment, repost, like, whatever it is, I'm always down to help.
Absolutely.
We love it.
That's awesome.
Want to talk some sports?
Yeah, I was going to say, let's segue into some sports. I mean,
do you love me some sports?
Yeah. Isaiah's the sports guy. Like, it's we have to talk about it. Come on.
Yes.
Jump right into it.
So I guess we'll start with the NBA since it started this week. Just like general thoughts. I think I asked last week. There wasn't really any comments on it, but really just asking about like the Celtics and like expectations or just like predictions for the NBA in general. Like, how do you feel about the first week in general? I know before he supports the Lakers, so like let's get that out of the way right now. So
was that before LeBron was on or
no?
No. I'll be honest.
No, fair enough. Fair enough.
Strictly LeBron.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I hated Brown for my beginning of fandom, but after Game 6 in Boston when he was on the Heat, as bad as it hurt, it's like you gotta respect greatness at some point, and but I mean, back to like the beginning of the week, obviously I try my best not to look at any Laker news, and at the time of recording they just lost because Russ and Dame hit a almost a buzzer beater, but as for like the Celtics, honestly I was like, with what happened with Udoka in the off season, I was like, I felt like he was really the leader of our team, which is a little odd. You don't really like your coach being the leader. You like your coach's personality running through your leader. So I was very concerned about leadership, and maybe, them pulling back a little bit on their defensive intensity. Right. And I haven't been able to watch too many of their games, but obviously, I'll always follow stuff on Twitter or, I look at the box scores and all that, and highlights. But, it's been great seeing like Brown and Tatum like really take charge and leadership with this team. Absolutely. I think that's something they struggled with previously. Like, you can see the skill sets there, but at the end of the day, sports isn't all about skills. A lot of it is leadership. You saw that with the Redeem team. Before they got Kobe, they lost in the 06 FIBA game because the leadership wasn't really there.
You watched it.
I stayed up till like 2 a.m. the other day watching that. I absolutely loved it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, outside of size, I think the Celtics really have everything everything. You know, they have a big who can, you know, anchor the rim in Robert Williams. Horford could be a stretch 4, stretch 5, depending on lineups.
Absolutely.
And like they have the wing height and, you know, wingspans, but I feel like at the center position outside of Williams, it gets a little dicey. Like if Horford picks up foul trouble, and you saw it with the Orlando Magic the other night, where like they were kind of killing us on the boards, and with their size, like Bol. My
Dude, he
God,
was doing his thing against us.
yeah,
bro.
and I'm so glad he's finally getting minutes.
Yeah.
But you know, as long as we can rebound, which has been a struggle for the Celtics for the past
10 years.
10 years. You know, I feel pretty good about them coming out of the East. I think the only team that could really give them a problem is Milwaukee because of Giannis, but like Milwaukee has very little athleticism outside of Giannis and Chris Middleton maybe.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm feeling pretty good about them. And, I mean, as for the Lakers, I guess we can end that conversation there.
Well, we're in that conversation right there, yeah.
How do you feel about the Celtics?
I've been loving it so far. Like, I call myself a green teamer just because, like, I don't see any wrongdoing in the Celtics organization ever. Like, I was a fan of Danny Ainge, and I don't know why I was a fan of Danny Ainge. Man was making awful
for quite some time,
awful moves for years.
A green teamer, that's what they
green
call it.
teamer is like when you don't see anything wrong with the Celtics.
That's
like you're
the
like
majority
always
of the
gonna,
Celtics fan base.
mostly like delusional, but I'm not delusional. I'm more like, you know,
Like a dick rider, kind of.
Kind of. That's a way of saying it. Yeah, if you want to go like that. But I'm really impressed with Tatum's leadership. Like, not even just on the court, off the court, like in his interviews, like you can tell he's obsessed with winning now, like and afraid of losing. And I think that's going to set them over the edge, the absolute best. Just because you need, like, your best player needs to be that type of guy that's like, all right, guys, like, eye on the prize, like, good win, like, let's get back at it tomorrow. Like, you need that type of guy. And I think early in his career, especially last year before the finals, he didn't really have that in him. And I think seeing, you know, Steph Curry raise his trophy on his floor and seeing the fans just watch that and just seeing his teammates watch that, I think that puts something inside of him that's just going to run away with the East this year. I think they will be the best team in the East. I thought Philly was going to be the best team in the East, but Philly's been like, they don't have any depth, and I forgot that they had no depth.
Yeah.
So I think they'll have a good season still, but the Celtics are going to run away with the East, and I think it's going to be a Warriors-Celtics rematch. I really do.
Yeah, I mean, the Warriors are even better than last year, which is
insane.
Absolutely insane. So, you know, let's hope, like, the maturity level, because I don't think the Celtics have gotten much better on paper, you know, but obviously there's intangibles when it comes to basketball and sports in general, you know, so hopefully that maturity factor and Jaylen Brown being able to dribble with his left hand, you know, hopefully.
That was a big if. It's been looking good so far, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah. I mean, if they get those two things down, they would have won in 5 or 6 last year. But, I mean, you know, Green and Kerr, you know, they really realized you force Jaylen left and, you know, it gets a little dicey on the dribbling and, you know, you really, play Tatum physically, and not that he shrank, but obviously he had the worst shooting performance of like his career. And you know, shout out Wiggins too. Like, Wiggins is a dog. I don't know how they afforded to pay him, and he took a pay cut to stay there. But obviously,
just like playing in that Golden State.
Yeah, I mean, I was gonna say it's the best thing that's ever happened to him. So I understand that.
And Jordan Poole, I think that he is just like gets better every game. Like not even every year, every single game this man gets better. He's so smooth the way he plays. And if you look at his college game, he was just a shooter. So now like he evolved. And when you think about Golden State, like how they bring their players up, usually they're good at everything else and they get good at shooting there. Yes. He was good at shooting before and he got good at everything else in Golden State.
His ball handling now, like his in and out move,
it's quicker. It's the most unique like way of getting open and getting free. It's amazing.
I mean, he had that step back on Braun the other night. I think it was opening night, and like, what can you do?
You can't do anything. It's unbelievable. But yeah, I'm excited to see what happens with the NBA every week. I'll be talking about it on the pod for sure. But yeah, like NFL. I mean, what is this 7 weeks in about?
Week
7 was today, pretty much.
Patriots will play
Monday
an
night.
hour after this airs.
Yeah. So
be on the lookout for that. Rumors that Mac is going to be starting
we'll
over
see.
Zappe.
Do you like Zappe? Here's the thing.
I mean, he got the ball out to the people they wanted him to. I mean, when he was in college, he set like college records in passing yards and efficiency. Like, I mean, the kid can play.
And his college coach loved him too. Talks very highly of him.
Yeah, and I mean, Bill doesn't care who's at quarterback. Like, he built what's his name? Drew Bledsoe signed a $100 million contract. Within 2 years, Brady was the starter. No one knew who Brady was. Obviously, he won a Super Bowl, but anything can happen when it comes to the New England Patriots and Bill Belichick. You really don't know what's going to happen. They're listing him as like game time decision Monday. Yeah. We'll see if he plays or not. If I had to bet, I'd figure they'd go with Zappe just to let Mac heal a little more.
One more week.
But obviously, if Mac's ready to go, Bill drafted him in the first round. I'm sure that's who they'll roll out with.
I agree. I'm all for giving him another shot. I'm like torn between the two because I feel. What are we at?
We're good with time.
I feel like with Zappe, like he's had 2 good games. I feel like the first game he played, he only had like 1 touchdown though, like 1 touchdown throw.
His completion
to Aguilar or someone or Kendrick Bourne, I forget who it was, but so they struggled with scoring in that first game, even though they did come out with the dub. They had the 1 touchdown and then the 1 defensive touchdown, I believe. It was like a strip sack for a touchdown. Mm-hmm. And then game 2 went I'd say a lot smoother for them. But I mean, tomorrow it doesn't really, I feel like it's not really a test of anything if they're going up against the Bears. Like,
Justin
Fields and the Bears.
Look at I love Justin Fields, but the Bears are terrible, bro.
There's sometimes he just holds on to the ball when he should throw it, and it's like, I get it, they don't have weapons, don't have an O-line, but like, I mean, you can look at Justin Herbert last year. Like, they had some weapons, but they had no O-line whatsoever. You can look at Patrick Mahomes when he got into the league. Who else was pretty good? I would say Tua, but people hate Tua.
Lamar.
Lamar, when he came into the league, was a unit. Joe Burrow, that was another one I was forgetting.
But, I don't know. People are on the Zappe fever, or Zappe Hour.
Zappe, I don't even know what
Zap
it is.
Train, I don't know. Yeah, it's something
I hear Zappe Hour a lot, like happy hour. But, I don't know. I just feel like... Don't worry, be Zappe. Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like there hasn't been enough evidence to like really get behind his playing yet. I mean, it's 2 games. Mac gave us a good season last year, for his rookie year. So you can't really. I feel like
he threw 24 touchdowns and how many interceptions? Like 15, 13.
When last year?
Probably something like that.
22 and 13.
It's probably in like the 10s.
Yeah, like from afar that looks like a bad year, but like when you look at the team that he had, it was a pretty decent year. And I don't know if Zappe can like continue this train of success. Like his completion and passer rating has been like off the charts. Like he's already in the Patriots Hall of Fame for that fucking perfect passer rating through 2 games or something like that. Like some crazy record. It was the first time since 1957. I don't even think they were passing back then. Like the hell?
Not much.
So it was just like really, really shocking just to see like the hype around it, like people writing off Max so fast.
Right.
Yeah.
So
that's like this.
I don't know.
Loyalty.
Yeah. Like I don't know what we're gonna see from Mac tomorrow night if he does play, or tonight if you're watching. Yeah. But yeah, we'll see. I'm excited for the end of the season just because I want to see if they can make it into the playoffs. Maybe like win the wild card. Do something to kind of like spark, because I love their defense. Their defense is deep, and their defense plays with a chip on its shoulder, which I love.
A Matt Judon jersey.
Dude, I'm loving that. Dude, what's his name? Jones.
Jack Jones,
number 13.
Yeah. We always draft a Jones corner, and like he winds up being nasty.
Yeah.
Like every 4 years or something like that.
Always last one.
Like
Chandler Jones.
Yeah, Chandler Jones. There's a Jonathan Jones as a cornerback. And now I think it's Jack or Jackson Jones.
Jack.
Something
There's
like
a bunch
that.
of Jones. They call themselves the Jones brothers. I was watching the mic'd up shit. It was so funny.
Yeah.
They play with a chip on their shoulder. Like you have Bill Belichick as your coach. Like you have to play with a chip on your shoulder.
Yeah.
Like absolutely, especially with that defensive like mindset too. Like.
Yes.
Like he knows defense. He's not going to lay you the wrong way. Like he's going to put you in the right place to win.
He pretty much like he doesn't care too much about talent. It's like do what I say and I promise you they won't put up 20.
Like that's literally how it goes. Yeah. He's like, oh wow, we trusted him and it works. Like, So I'm excited for the end of the year. Who have you been like really looking for either in the NFC or the AFC? Just like a team that's really like shocked you per se.
I mean, in the NFC, I'd say the team that's probably shocked me the most, 2 teams, and like I literally had both these teams not even winning 2 games this year, and they've already surpassed that, is the Atlanta Falcons and the Seattle Seahawks. I thought after the Rush trade with Geno, like, we haven't had much tape on Geno, but he's going to back up his whole career. I kind of thought he wouldn't be too good, especially with like their weapons aren't great. But obviously, like they robbed the Denver Broncos.
No, absolutely. And now you look at it now, like fucking Denver's trash.
Yeah, they're terrible. Russell Wilson's already injured. Gino like is leading the league at like 75% completion percentage.
Russell's bad too.
Yeah, and then like the Falcons again. I thought they had no one with Ridley being suspended for the year for gambling, which is ridiculous. And then.
Who else? Cordell Patterson is just going off.
Yeah, Patterson's been going off. Kyle Pitts I've loved, but like Mariota, that's my Oregon dog.
Yeah.
I've been an Oregon Ducks fan since like 2009. And, you know, it's great to see Mariota finally get another shot in the NFL. And Arthur Smith, their coach, has been way more impressive than I thought he's been. And, like, they're in every game. Like, I'm pretty sure they lost today. Yeah, I think they lost pretty bad today. But, like, aside from today, like, they beat the 49ers last week. And the 49ers are playing the Chiefs right now. Mm-hmm. It's probably a close game. I'm not looking at the score.
I think first game was McCaffrey.
I mean, I think the Chiefs won because they were up 28-16 in the fourth.
Oh, yeah. And then if Jimmy G's didn't come back, you know, the other team's safe.
I can't believe they got Christian McCaffrey though. That's kind of like a steal for their offense, no?
Dude, that's like Golden State adding Durant. Yeah. Like, and it was for what, like 3 or 4, you know, draft picks. And yeah, McCaffrey's injury prone, but like.
And then Carolina beats the Bucks today. Like that's crazy. It's like what the fuck?
That made no sense.
Was he the culture guy? Was he the guy that was holding them back?
Yeah, literally.
Right. It's like, oh, no more Christian. Let's go, guys. Let's go.
The whole energy in the locker room.
Like it's just completely different.
I think it was them losing Baker is what really helped them.
Right.
Ever since they lost him, they've at least been competitive. Yeah, I mean, he'll make a good analyst. He's got a personality. He just thinks he's better at football than he is.
It's
so.
like Johnny Football.
Johnny Manziel. That was your guy.
Yeah,
Yo,
Texas A&M.
I remember Justin Bennett had a fucking Johnny Manziel Cleveland Brown jersey. So, yeah, shout out JB for that. But
what a waste of money.
Literally. I think we've all wasted money on jerseys in our day. About a Porzingis Knicks jersey once.
That's gonna go for money one day. 100%.
It was a Chinese jersey, so at least at least it was only like $30.
Yeah, it was off like what DHK,
the Wish.com,
DHK,
Nick Legend.
Oh my god! All right, so let's move into this hypothetical of the week.
Yes,
let's talk about it. This is last week's. The comments, you're gonna read the comments?
It was just one comment.
It was Nate's.
Yeah. Oh he's like, shit. I mean, Shigo is pretty bad. So.
She's on my list.
Shigo. All right. So Shigo
we'll add a photo for people
Nate's,
who don't know.
Dude, I'm gonna have to Google that because
you've never seen Shigo.
Kim Possible.
Kim Possible.
Green glowing hair.
She's like the green one.
Oh,
with Jack Harlow. Skin. Bro, you look like Jack Harlow. He has a lyric about her. I'm shocked.
Don't say that.
That's the one he was the inspiration behind the
This is Logic stunt double over here.
Stop it.
It's funny because
pass the phone to Logic. That shit was funny.
I was with Sean last night, Sean Chen, and we were trying to describe you to like a girl from the gym, and we were like, "Yeah, he's the old manager," and Sean was like, "Kind of looks like Logic," and I was just like. Yeah.
That's crazy.
I was like, yeah.
Do I really look like Logic? Yo, leave a comment.
Leave it in the comment.
I don't think I look like
Please
Logic.
say yes, even if you don't think so.
But yeah, so last week's was, sorry for being out of pocket, I guess. I got crucified for this, but if you were to have sex with any cartoon character, who would it be?
Well, on the fly, it was just so like different from our conversation. Like we were talking about cancel culture and political correctness, and you were like, "All right, if you could fuck any cartoon character, who would it be?" I was like, "That's so random." But I did not come up with an answer.
No,
I looked up cartoons that I used to watch, and I was like, "Dude,
you ever watch Fairly Odd Parents?"
Yeah,
Trixie Tang.
I don't know.
Like, no, like
that's a high schooler, Matt.
See, but you have to think for the time though. Like
no, I understand when you were a kid.
Right.
FBI, open up.
Because he said the same thing when it was Ned's Declassified, and he was like, "Oh,
Susie Crabgrass."
Yeah, and I was like,
she was in The Walking Dead too, and that's what I was referring to. Like,
I don't watch The Walking Dead.
Well, I do.
Sorry,
so my bad. All right, who was your answer?
I was stuck between two, but
see, I can't even.
We're
I can't even
like one.
acknowledge.
I have a list.
Oh, you can have your list. I'll say mine then. See, I don't watch DC a lot, but like the cartoon, there's always just been one character, Starfire.
Oh, yeah.
From Young Justice. So
yeah. Well, or Teen Titans.
That's a little too cartoony, but
yeah, I mean, hey.
But from Young Justice, Starfire, or from the original Spider-Man cartoon back in like 1994, Black Cat.
Okay.
Black Cat was my. She's like the epitome of toxic females. You're not looking at the right picture. I'll show you the right picture.
We'll post it. We'll post it up.
Yeah, yeah.
You're gonna have to send me the pictures when you get a chance. You're like, yo, use this one. This is this her picture.
Yes. The artist did her justice in this one.
Yeah.
All right, Isaiah's got he came up with this list on the spot pretty much.
Yeah, I was told pre-pod real quick, and then I was like, all right, I got to go into my memory bank here. Just when I was a young boy going through adolescence.
Right. You would think, stop making it seem like it's weird because...
Yeah. Well, this is the thing. I never thought of it like that. Like, I was thinking about, not cartoons, like girls in real life,
Yeah.
But like, you guys thinking about cartoons, I'm like, yo...
Well,
that's a world I don't even think they know out of that world.
In the comics growing up.
Right. Like Family Guy's the only like sexualized cartoon I watched, and that's the only cartoon.
I feel like you're a Meg guy.
Meg?
Hell yeah.
See, Meg,
she's probably a freak.
Quagmire thought so.
I wouldn't know. I don't watch this show.
Nah, I just remember Lois and Peter. Like the relationship was just so like weird, bro. So funny.
Let's hear the list.
All right,
I'm excited.
All right, I'll go with Starfire off the bat just because me and Matt agreed to it. And
That's
then
crazy.
This might slowly get worse, but we'll dive in. Jasmine from Aladdin was always high up there on the list growing up.
Yeah.
Let's see here. I don't know if anyone watched Avatar: The Last Airbender. Ty Lee. She was a gymnast.
Yes, Ty Lee. She's the best one. My friends, I'm not gonna name names. They said Azula, and I was like, I would not. Ty Lee is the best out of those three.
Yeah, I mean, Azula can add that to the list.
Ty Lee's bad.
Yo, shut the fuck up.
This next one, I think we might all agree once you think about it, but Elastigirl from The Incredibles.
Elastigirl. All right, I see your point there. A little flexible, She's a mom.
She's thick.
See
how thick she is, bro?
Maybe I have to watch Incredibles again and
look
for that. I don't think I was looking for that.
She was the original
age 10.
BBL before they became famous.
Right.
Where's my super suit?
I have Shigo.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of people can, agree to that.
Mm-hmm.
Jack
and
Harlow
then
does.
Another Teen Titan here. We're gonna go with Raven.
Goth girls.
Yeah.
I know who Raven is, and I'm like,
yeah.
gotta always have her. And then this might be the worst of them all. But I've always had a thing for basketball girls growing up. And I'm going to go with Lola from Space Jam.
Last week, he said, you never been attracted to Lola? I was like, that's a fucking bunny, bro.
Listen.
Lola
You got to play some imagination with that one. But,
right. Like if I was in the Looney Tune world and I was like an animal, like
if I'm Taz.
That's so funny that you said that. Oh, my God. All right. That hypothetical, I want to forget that one.
That was such a good one.
That was a good one.
That was a fun one.
All right. That was a fun one. The comments, Nate left one. So let's hear what the new one is.
So, Isaiah, in the comments for this video, you'll leave your answer so you don't answer right now.
Okay.
And then we'll answer the next time we film.
Hell yeah.
So, if you could travel in time, what one event would you like to go back and witness?
There's going to be some really bad answers to this.
Yeah.
But
I have one in mind that's really bad too, so don't worry.
Okay.
That's tough. I feel like
that you want to witness?
That's a tough question.
Yeah, like witness, like you're not in it, right? You just witness it, like you.
Yeah.
Like, all right, I'll give an example. This isn't mine, but I'll give an example. Like 9/11, right?
Wow,
that's a bad one.
Why?
But, like,
you wish you were on the street?
Not witness it. I'm saying like you're not in like.
You wish you were older.
You're not on the plane.
You're not. Yeah. Well, not even that. Like in the building, like you're just a witness. Like you don't die because of any of that shit.
York.
That's what I'm asking.
Right.
It's not mine, and I'm not thinking that. Everybody watching this.
Okay,
no,
that was your go-to.
No, that was not my go-to. That was just the worst one I could think of.
Okay.
So
Pompeii
that's
is
why
pretty bad. If I had to.
Pompeii
one
from the volcano. Yeah. I was gonna say
that's.
But like you're not. I feel like you're not a part of it. Okay. All right. I was just clarifying that for y'all.
You're gonna come back safely in time.
Yes.
So once you witness it, you'll come back in time.
So all right, that's fine.
All right.
I got one in mind. A reason a lot of the answers might be bad is like growing up. That's what we learned is like the bad things in history.
Yeah,
you don't really learn many good things through history.
You ever watch the news and see good news?
Not anymore.
Unless you watch Spectrum News.
The happenings in Worcester.
Yeah.
It's always on in my house, bro.
Bro, mine too. It's terrible. I'll walk in and it's the same like 10-minute news loop that it's only so much happens. So it's
dude, Worcester's popping. Stop. What are we at? We're good. Keep going.
All right. So that's our hypothetical. So please leave a comment.
Yes. Absolutely.
But now we're going to move on.
My favorite.
To the idiots in the news.
Hey, pal. You just blowing from Stupid Town?
Idiot! Who are you? An idiot sandwich.
Alrighty. So it was a toss up between Florida or this story.
Always Florida.
I liked this story better, so
Right,
we'll leave Florida alone. They're still recovering. So woman shocked after husband left her for her daughter to start a family once she turned 18.
Wait, so the daughter turned 18 and
then
the dad left the wife to go.
That man needs to be arrested.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
He gave birth to her?
No,
so that's the catch.
Stepdad.
Yeah,
but
so that's the catch.
God, that is the most predatory thing I've ever heard.
Yeah, that's
So the title on the
pedophiles in the news.
He waited till she was legal. Maybe he
what the fuck?
Groomed
Man
her,
was groomed
her a little bit. So
some
on his
Leonardo
Drake
DiCaprio shit.
Yeah, like literally.
right. Once she turned 25. But on the New York Post, it said, my husband left me for my daughter when she turned 18. Now they have a family.
Wait, so
What?
he had a kid with her?
So
How do you do that as a daughter?
Right.
Like,
so
to
that's
your
what I'm
mom.
saying. So I guess the woman's name is Tiffany. Obviously, it's her ex-husband now, but
I hope,
she
yeah,
felt
for
that all of her
fuck's
dreams came true when she met this man. At the time, she had a 3-year-old daughter
Oh my God.
and had found dating as a single mom very hard.
Yo, lock this
That's
motherfucker
15
up,
years
bro.
of grooming.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah.
So you
I don't know
chose
how
this
you-
one because
how
this
can
one
you
is
not be arrested for that? Like, is that not
all right. That's why
like-
you chose this one. You want to get this man arrested. Yeah. Search for this man.
How do
Chris Hansen, someone.
I was not how he got away with it. We're trying to get him arrested.
Yeah.
Yeah. But so
I hate him.
so it said in 2010 that they had a son together with with each other. They felt like their life was complete. You know, she had one son, one daughter, a great husband, a very well-off life. And then she had no idea that 7 years later, her entire world would come crumbling down. So it happened shortly after her daughter's 18th birthday when Mark suddenly announced that he was done with their marriage.
Suddenly.
She's quoted saying, he told me that he was now in a relationship with my daughter and was leaving me for her.
Imagine
You know
hearing
what's
that,
crazy
bro?
about that? The daughter now has a brother who's a stepson.
This is great.
Yo.
So, right? Yeah, it does get into that.
Crazy how family works, bro.
That's disgusting.
She says that the husband never, or her ex-husband never gave her like creepy vibes, but if he got with my daughter when she was 18, I'm sure something had to be going on while she was a minor.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like,
right. 'Cause
since
that just
3
doesn't
years old, like, yeah,
yeah, that's weird.
that's so fucking weird.
Yeah, that's
Apparently, again, she's quoted saying that her daughter doesn't see how it's wrong or gross. She doesn't care about me. He doesn't have an issue as well. But then, yeah, a year later, the new couple got pregnant, which was when Tiffany decided to cut them both out of her life.
Wait a sec. So now the brother has a
I know
nephew
the family genes.
who happens to also
the
be
family tree.
Yo, what's
her
up with you and the brother, bro?
Dude, I suck at family trees. I'm just trying. I love to piece them together. But my God, that is
This man's
disgusting.
like, yo, this brother's fucked.
So here we go. So it says, she goes on to say, her kids are my grandchildren and half siblings with my son.
Jesus.
So yeah, like I said, that family tree is a messy one.
fucked.
Yeah.
But so it says
If
this
I was
means
born, I'd die.
Like some
I'd just be
Targaryen
like,
shit.
yo,
right. So, House of the Dragon finale tonight. I'm so excited
Yeah, I
about.
can't wait.
So this means that our now 44-year-old ex-husband has 2 children with Tiffany's now 22-year-old daughter. So that's a 22-year difference. I mean,
that's insane.
that's crazy. I feel like you usually don't hear
That's
about that
actually
unless they're like
nasty.
88 or like
Robert Kraft.
66 and right.
Yeah.
That's what just
Like,
happened
that
with Robert
is
Kraft.
Horrendous.
So yep, she now has they now have 2 kids together. The man who raised her like she was his own daughter.
Wait.
Who she now has kids with.
Does she have a daughter? Did she have a daughter out of one of those 2 kids? Because how can you not think, like, he's gonna, like, there's no way she was not groomed growing up.
Yeah, no,
like,
that's what I'm saying.
How can you have a daughter with this man? Maybe she had 2 sons. Does not matter. This guy's obviously disgusting.
Yeah.
Should be behind bars.
Absolutely.
But That is mind blowing.
Yeah, that's our pedophiles in the week this week for sure. Like,
that's not an idiot.
That's not an idiot. That's a pedophile.
Let's lock that man up.
But yeah, that's gonna do it for
idiots in the news.
Idiots in the news.
I did want to say one thing.
In the news.
Have you seen that image going around on social media of like this guy who took a wicked close up picture of an ant?
Oh yeah.
No, I have it for you, but
it's like demonic.
It's scary. So this, I'll show you. I have it right here. But,
I'll put it up on screen. So.
Yeah. So a Nikon photo competition shows us what an ant's face looks like up close. So this guy won a prize at a Nikon competition for his photo of the ant. I'll show you because you haven't seen it.
Like,
so that's like super like Hubble telescope zoomed in onto a ant's face.
Yeah.
My friend saw it and
that
they were
reminds
like,
me of like the dragonfly from SpongeBob, remember? Or the butterfly from SpongeBob.
Yes,
like,
that was the first thing I thought of.
Me for
I was like, they should do this with every animal, but then I thought of SpongeBob right away, like that episode when they're tasked with watching Wormy while Sandy's away, but then it becomes a butterfly, and it lands on their little tank, and it scares the ever living shit out of them all. That's what I think of. I'm like, oh my god, the thing is, literally terrifying. But imagine they did that with like every like insect.
That'd be fucking scary.
Be
I would be stepping on
everybody.
Everybody
with spiders. Like we're already terrified as it is.
I usually leave spiders be.
Oh my god, teach them a lesson. I make sure they tell their friends.
They can't.
They
send them back with 4 legs or something. Like just tweeze some of their legs off.
All right.
You have
what you were saying.
Oh yeah.
You have a homework assignment for
us? Last quick, comments. I know Matt is a big film show guy. I hope you watch some stuff he recommends because he has pretty good taste.
He does.
I agree. In the spirit of Halloween coming up, I hope for this next podcast you watch it and can give me your thoughts. There's a movie on Netflix called Incantation.
Mm-hmm. I've been hearing.
Me and my girlfriend watched it the other night. Struggled sleeping. Wow. I'm pretty good at horror movies, and this was the scariest, like, chills down my spine. Like, she won't even let me talk about it anymore.
Are you good at horror movies or no?
Only during October.
Yeah. So, like, we literally sat there.
I'm not good at all.
It's be 10 times.
Trash.
So, want to watch it together?
Yeah. Watch it.
What the fuck you touching me like that for?
Watch it, and then quick little topic point, 2 minutes, next podcast. Let me know how you guys felt about it.
I'll watch it with Sage. She like literally.
Can I watch it with you guys?
Yeah, you
can watch
it. Yeah, you guys. As many people in the room as possible.
Third wheel heavy.
Lights on.
He's been a third wheel for forever, so it's all good.
Hey, everyone needs a third wheel.
Right.
Yo, if you're single, my boy Matt.
Stop.
I'm kidding. He's not looking for anything right now. He's not looking for anything.
No,
I lied.
Have you seen Smile yet? People saying that.
Yo, people are saying that's one of the scariest movies I've ever seen.
But I feel like that like every 2 years a movie like that comes out, and then I'll see it and I'm like,
like
bad.
But
Halloween Ends was fucking trash.
People have been saying that.
I've never been a Michael Myers fan. Like,
I
think most slasher movies
are 77 was fire.
Yeah, no, I like
78.
Halloween,
sorry,
I think it was Halloween H2O. I liked.
H2O.
I think that was the name of it.
I
don't know.
One of the Halloween, the 20-year anniversary. Nah, that shit was ass too. But you should watch the first one. 1978, John Carpenter. Yeah.
Okay.
Not like the show.
I was thinking water.
He sure is.
20 years, yeah. But no, I mean, I'm not a huge slasher movie guy, but I'll definitely give it a watch.
Yeah. So now I have to add Smile and Incantation.
I'll definitely watch that because
I want to say it was like about 2 hours, and like it's a little tough because it's a Chinese film and it's dubbed to English, so the dialogue's a little cringy. Like obviously they never.
Is there a one you can just watch the subtitles?
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure you could, but I mean, they have. I always watch with subtitles on, regardless, and no matter what, like when they translate
English.
Oh yeah, when they translate it, it's still no matter what, even on the subtitles, it's like incorrect because they emphasize the exact order.
Right, and the mouth moves different from the friggin' and that shit drives me crazy.
The timeline of the movie is a little weird. Like you have to really focus on it to understand the timeline of the movie, but like definitely the scariest movie I've ever watched.
Oh my
Definitely have to check it out.
All right. Yeah. He said scariest movies ever watched. All right. I'm in for it now. All right. Yeah, I mean, shit. This has been a good episode.
Yeah,
Isaiah, I appreciate you for coming on, man. It's been a long time where we've talked about making this happen, but thank you so much for being a part of the Lightsoutco pod. What are your final thoughts on being a guest? You've been an audience member, now being a guest. What are your final thoughts?
Yeah. No, I mean, the setup in here is pretty sick. I never really saw it before. Obviously, I've seen the backdrop, and I mean, I've been over enough to see the backdrop before.
Sure.
But I love the way, the room set up, and you changed your your old room into your old
studio.
Yeah, little studio. Make
soon to be Matt's living room too.
Yeah.
We're gonna be
moving in the
season
winter. 3. Yeah, so it'll be nice.
And I appreciate you guys having me on. It's been a good time. Didn't really know exactly what to expect because obviously I've watched as an audience member, but never been behind the mic now and on camera.
Try and keep it as natural as possible.
That's our thing.
And it definitely felt natural, and I mean, it was a good time. I appreciate you guys having me on.
Yes. No, we appreciate you for coming on, man. Absolutely. Matt, you got any final thoughts?
No, I mean, thank you for watching. If you're still here with us, hopefully we should have a video this upcoming Thursday.
Yeah, I do want to apologize. We were supposed to have a Thursday video.
Life happens.
But life happens. No, not even. It's just things happen, but we're gonna have some uploads coming out soon, and a little update about Lights Out and everything. So hopefully you guys can still rock with us, rock with the vision, and we appreciate you guys for watching. Leave a like if you guys enjoyed. Leave a rating on Spotify, and yeah,
we will catch you
guys later.
Deuces.
Peace.